This video is a simple instructional guide to installing your ECOFLOOR underfloor heating cable mat. It does not replace the installation manual included in the ECOFLOOR pack. Before installing, please read the comprehensive installation instructions. If you are unsure of any of the installation instructions, please contact our technical helpline and we will be pleased to help. The ECOFLOOR heating mat is a heating cable pre-attached to a self-adhesive mesh. The mat design enables fast installation and an even heat distribution across the floor. You will require the following accessories to install the heating system: the thermal insulation if required, the thermostat controller with floor limit sensor, and an RCD if not already fitted. To begin, accurately measure the floor dimensions. Calculate the total usable floor area. Always undersize the mat for the area required, as the cable can never be cut or modified. Before commencing laying the ECOFLOOR cable mat, plan your installation using a sketch, marking your laying pattern and planning the positions for the wall-mounted thermostat, floor probe and junction box. In new build installations, mark the position of floor-fitted objects that will be installed once the floor is finished. In kitchens, this could be kitchen carcase units. In bathrooms, it may be baths or showers. These areas should be avoided. Also avoid laying the cable mat in areas where floor fixings may require to be drilled. We recommend that you spend time planning the installation and accurately calculate the free area of the floor that you want heated. This calculated area should then be used to select the correct cable mat size. For perimeter clearance, reduce floor area previously calculated by 10% before selecting the cable mat size. Remember to subtract any areas covered with floor-fitted furniture. It is important to select the correct cable mat size as the cable cannot be shortened. Subfloors that have a rough finish should be prepared using a suitable levelling compound. On solid concrete subfloors, it is strongly recommended that EcoMax insulation boards are laid before installing the EcoFloor cable mat. This will ensure quicker heat-up times and reduced running costs. On suspended wooden floors, it is essential that you take the standard precautions to stabilise the floor to prevent movement. You should always overboard a timber floor with a suitable surface for tiling. Flexel recommend WBP plywood or EcoMax insulation board. The entire floor should be swept clean, taking care to remove any sharp objects. Ensure the subfloor is clean, dry and free from any grease. A heating system for larger areas may require 2 or more heating mats. It is important to note that when installing multiple heating mats to take the following precautions. Plan your installation so that all heating mats cold tails, the black power cables, terminate in one junction box. Multiple mats are joined in parallel. The orange heating cable should never cross at any point. The orange heating cable should never cross over the floor probe. A single thermostat can be installed to control multiple heating mats. However, the combined heat load should never exceed the rating of the thermostat. If this does occur, a suitably rated contactor should be installed. Before commencing the installation of the mat, please confirm that you have the correct mat size, a thermostat with floor probe, and a length of protective conduit for the floor probe. It is important to check the resistance of each mat against the label value before commencing installation to ensure that it has not been damaged in transit. It is good practice to regularly recheck the resistance during the installation process to ensure the mat has not been damaged during installation. The mat should be unrolled as planned. When you reach the end of a run, simply cut the backing mat and turn through 180 degrees. Care should be taken not to cut through the orange heating cable. The mat is unrolled in the opposite direction, ensuring a minimum spacing of 50 mm between the cable loops. When satisfied with the mat layout, recheck the cable resistance. Stick the matting to the floor using the integral adhesive fixing strips. Final mat layout should appear neat and tidy, with cables evenly spaced across the total floor. For areas that will not accommodate the floor mat width of 500 mm, the cable can be removed from the matting and attached to the floor uniformly with adhesive fixing tape. The matting can be further secured to the floor by staple gun, hot glue gun, or adhesive tape. This is recommended on the outer edges of the matting when using self-leveling compound to prevent the matting lifting. These additional fixing methods should only be used on the matting mesh and not on the cable. Insert the floor limit sensor into the protective conduit and recess into the subfloor. The sensor should be positioned between two cable loops. Tape the end of the conduit to prevent ingress of the tile adhesive. Once again, check the cable resistance against the label value to ensure it has not been damaged. When the cable is removed from the matting, always maintain a minimum 50 mm gap between cables. The orange heating cables should never cross. The orange heating cable can never be cut. The heating cable mat can never be shortened. Don't lay the heating cable under any fixed furniture. Only install the cable mat on one level, never on stairs or walls. Cover the cable mat installation with a suitable latex self-leveling compound. This will provide a flat surface for the chosen floor covering. Lay your finished floor surface. Tile as normal using flexible tile adhesive. The thermostat should now be installed. All electrical wiring should be installed to the current wiring regulations by a professional electrician. Finally, fill out and complete the ECOFLOOR installation diagram and guarantee certificate. These are found at the back of the installation instructions. These should be completed and signed and left with the customer. The floor heating must not be turned on immediately after the tiling process. Consult the adhesive manufacturer for a suitable drying out period before turning on the heating system. This is usually around 2 weeks. For additional information on ECOFLOOR underfloor heating cable mats or any of our other heating products, please visit www.flexcell.co.uk or telephone 01592 760 928.